Hey, welcome to Virginia Creepin' Outdoors. We're back here at the cabin with the Stevens favorite 32 long rifle, my buddy's gun. We've done a few modifications. Somebody asked in a previous video about the firing pin because it has been replaced, and the parts are found on numrich.com.
Gunpartscorp.com. Numrich, it's a well-known obsolete gun part supplier.
So you can check there, and also replaced the rear sight, which is pretty cool. It's dovetailed in, and you can knock it out and replace this. This piece was got off of eBay, and if you can see it or not, it's got a little white triangle at the bottom. And the front side, he's painted that red, so you just put the red dot on top of the white diamond and sight it that way, more like a modern firearm. So
yeah, the original sight was just a dovetailed in slab of metal with a V in it, so not very difficult to see and no adjustment. So now at least I've got elevation adjustment, and I can still adjust windage with a drift hammer and punch.
And who was that sight made by?
Marbles, which was one of the original sight manufacturers when this gun was manufactured. So this would have been a sight that someone would have bought in 1915 and installed on this rifle as an upgrade.
And this is new old stock.
Yes.
And what's the website you got that from?
I think I got that on eBay, but it's the dovetail on this particular rifle are very strange dimensions. So to find this one that actually fits the dovetail on this rifle was very lucky. So I grabbed it when it came up and available. $25. It was worth it.
Bad, yeah. Especially to take an old gun and bring it up to date and hopefully get some of the smoke out of the picture.
Anything I can do to make this gun shootable, enjoyable, without doing any permanent alterations to it.
Okay, so what's the loads that you've got here?
I've got two different loads. One is my original method of taking the Accurate Mold 299153. That's the ID for this particular lead cast bullet. It is healed like a 22. A 32 Rimfire is obsolete. You can no longer buy it. But there's one manufacturer that sells these bullets on eBay or gunbroker.com. Uncle Jack is his name, and they're pretty affordable. Then the case is actually a 32 long Colt case that I've trimmed with my case trimmer to the correct dimensions, 0.790 in length. The back end, of course, it was a centerfire originally. I've drilled out the flash hole to accept a 22 rimfire blank, so that's drilled out to 0.224, and recessed the rim area to allow it to seat in just a little ways. So I'm about 10 thousandths proud of the case, and you can just see that maybe how it sticks above the cartridge just a little bit. That lets the firing pin hopefully catch the 22 rimfire blank and ignite the powder. And with these loads, I've got 2 grains of Alliant Bullseye. And that's it. The other loads that I'll be shooting are the same exact bullet, same everything, but instead of having a blank primer and 2 grains of bullseye powder, I'm using the complete nail blank. It's a green velocity nail blank, so that the nail blank itself is my powder and my ignition.
That's your entire charge, is the nail blank.
Correct. Nail blank goes in the back, bullet gets seated, and it gets fired. Very simple. I'm hoping it's an accurate load because it'll be a whole lot easier.
So what's the velocity on these?
We just did these a little earlier. The nail gun blank complete cartridge ran about 1,025 feet per second, and my other loads with the bullseye powder run between 950 and 1,000. The factory velocity, from what I understand, for the 32 long rimfire was right around 1,000 feet per second. So that was my goal in loading these, was to try to get to about 1,000 and then go up or down based on accuracy. I've did most of everything I've learned about manufacturing these cartridges. I've learned on castbullets.com. That's cast BOOLITS. There's a very long running thread on several of the guys. There's probably about 10 guys on that thread involved. We're all sharing information on success and failure on manufacturing these. It's been a real good education. A lot of fun.
So we're going to put a whole lot of time and effort on making an obsolete gun accurate.
Hopefully.
Excellent. So that's what we're doing now. We've got them chronoed. We've got the 2 different loads, which are running about the same feet per second, and we're going to shoot and check it for accuracy with the load and the new sight system.
See which ones group good. If the green loads group good, that's going to be a whole lot easier on me. And they aren't 100% reliable, I should add. Every now and then you're going to get some that just don't want to fire because the firing pin is really stretching to reach that 22 blank rim. So sometimes you'll get a dud, but if you pull it out, turn it, put it back in, it'll usually go. We did have one earlier that had 3 strikes that just didn't fire for whatever reason. But it's no different from shooting 22s, where for some reason you just get a dud that just doesn't want to fire. So.
And these are homemade.
And these are homemade.
So let's go ahead and put some bullets down range and see how it does.
We're going to start off with my bullseye loads.
Shoot groups 3. Which target is this? Top or bottom?
We're going to shoot the top target. Let's see where they go.
That looked
about
like
2 inches high.
About 3.
3 inches high. Well, we're mostly looking for grouping right now, more so than point of aim.
Yeah, side by side.
Good group. Look at that.
Yeah, those are there.
We're shooting at 25 yards, by the way.
Go ahead and shoot the other load and we'll go check the target.
I'm very happy with that.
Other than the fact that it's 3 inches off.
Yeah. Let's see where point of aim goes for these. Bottom target. There we go. Pull it out, rotate it about a third, try it again. And there we go. Every now and then.
Go ahead and
try it one more. Yep, that one is just not going to go. We'll set that aside. I'll take it apart and find out why.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, it's a little closer to point.
It's only about an inch out of the black.
Yeah.
Which is a large black.
Yeah, and my eyes aren't very good, so.
Hey, they're together.
Yep. Both these loads are shooting really good. I'm very pleased.
Yeah, those are all together.
Amazing. That's amazing.
Tell you what, why don't you let me shoot 3 of those for second person verification.
Sounds great.
And see if it's your eyes.
100-year-old rifle here. Looks like right in with mine.
Yeah. Last one, if it goes.
Pull that one a little high.
I pulled that one high. I did. So anyway, we will head on down range and check the target. Come on guys, it gets noisy. Okay, looks like what we have here, this is the first group aiming here. That was with the
2 grains of bullseye powder.
2 grains of bullseye, and then down here is with the nail gun blanks. And I believe this 3
is mine.
Was his, and these 3 were mine, and they all group pretty good. You can't really complain about the grouping.
Looking at this, I think I'm going to try to stay with the nail gun blanks for projectile or for powder and ignition, so I don't have to weigh out my powder charges.
Make it a lot quicker and easier.
Make it a lot quicker and easier. And now I just got to work on my sight adjustments.
Yep.
This was at 25 yards.
And hopefully with that new sight, you can get her sighted in.
Yeah. Very happy.
So anyway, there's another episode of Steven's favorite. And thanks for watching. Hopefully you got some good information. Don't forget to like and subscribe.